wants a ban on data centers, but not everybody can have a ban on data centers, because if you try to ban the data centers, then you get sued by like the data centers or some other asshole, and not every city has the resources, or if they do have the resources, they don't always want to throw down on a lawsuit that's that expensive and that time consuming. So if you can't ban them, what's the next best thing? Writing legislation to put restrictions on the data centers to make sure you're keeping people safe and not just, you know, a big easy target for them to come in and do whatever they want and destroy everything all willy-nilly. That's what's happening in Nashville. Roland Horton has proposed some legislation to put some restrictions on the data centers, and what's really cool is the door is open for us to participate in the creation of that legislation. That rhymes. Anyway, we get to send in our thoughts and ideas about changes that we would like to see made to that legislation before he files it, and we have to have those in by July 10th. So we should be taking full advantage of that and sending in those ideas. Number one, to make sure that we're safe, and number two, to make sure that it's not just like super easy, like let's make it hard for them, and maybe if we make it hard enough for them to be here, they just won't want to be here at all, kind of thing. That's my thing. You don't have to be like a super genius expert or anything to like go research a lot of this stuff, because while we haven't really had a whole lot of talk about hyperscale data centers, we have had a lot of talk about a lot of the smaller portions of these things, like generators, and closed loop water systems is a really good example. Like, they've been making those sound really good. They've been making it sound like you're just recycling the same bit of water for the rest of time, and there's never going to be any waste or anything. And so people aren't asking questions, but that's not the case. Like, closed loop water systems have been around for a very long time. There are instruction manuals, there are studies, there are articles about them, and a lot of them mention the fact that you have to add chemicals to the water and that there will be waste. So that's one of those things that we can help research and point out the fact that we don't have anything in our legislation that talks about the waste. Like, where are they going to be putting their waste? Can we make sure that they are disposing of that waste in a safe, environmentally safe way? All those things. That not only keeps us safe, but it makes it harder for them to be here, because they're doing things like making the closed loop water system sound so great so that we won't ask questions about it, so that we'll just be like, yes, come do whatever you want. They're trying to make it sound way better than it is, when in reality it offers us nothing. Like, it offers us nothing. We have until July 10th, and that's not a whole lot of time. So if you've got the time, definitely clock in and send in your thoughts and ideas. And I know there's a moratorium on the table, like Freddie's pushing for a moratorium, but me personally, I would like to see these restrictions put into place as soon as possible, especially since we already have 2 data center situations in Nashville right now. And also, like I said, it's really cool that we get to participate right now. Like, the door is open for us to help create the legislation, and I'm not totally sure that if we drag this out with a moratorium that that's gonna like stay the case. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Hope everyone has a good day, and say no to hyperscale data centers and weird a-hole billionaires and corporations treating this planet like their weird little playground, because we are not playthings. I am not your plaything. Anyway, have a good day.